Tom, how much of the oil leak reasoning do we believe?
Well, I would agree with Brian, but not use the term war. I think that it's reminded us that this is an energy crisis and it's going to be measured in years or certainly many calendar quarters. You know, the nuisance of Putin being able to press these buttons, is a big, big thing to watch. I never thought I'd wake up every morning and look at what the price of natural gas was in Holland or the price of bean oil is in the United States. But that's the reality that we deal with now. And I think, people have to realize that if the stock market were trading with the swings we see in natural gas, we'd be looking at swings of $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 a day. So these are absolutely disrupted markets, and they could go back above the equivalent of $500 a barrel very, very quickly. Most of the Nord Stream news came after the futures market for the title transfer facility, that trading closed down.
Right. The German economic minister spokesperson today said, we already know Russia is an unreliable vendor and our storage plans are much better prepared now than we were a few months ago. How much of a salve can that act as in this situation?
I don't think it's much of a salve, because if you look at natural gas and you look at what happens in the United States, you can store only so much. And it's very much like the Bay of Fundy in Canada, where it has a morphology where it's shallow and you have tremendous high tides and tremendous low tides. And that's true for most places with natural gas. We're seeing these swings and we're seeing prices drop off. But if you get a cluster of degree days in Europe or a cluster of degree days in the Northeast, prices tend to go parabolic. And that's a possibility this winter that's probably multiplied by the levers that Putin can pull.
So targets now, I mean, when we're talking about crude, Goldman's been pretty stubborn about 140 on either West Texas or Brent. Do we need to start thinking in those terms again?
I think we have to look at crude oil and say that it can also go much, much higher. I think that it had a near-death experience this week, and the OPEC meeting is pretty easy to call. I agree with Brian that they may, opt not to do anything in particular, but they're underperforming so badly right now that they could basically agree to do nothing, and it still doesn't mean they're going to meet those quotas. So it is going to be a wild, wild finish to 2022 and in 2023 as well.
Finally, you do think as gas prices have come down 80 straight days, that streak's probably going to end soon?
I think it ends. It ends mostly because California has become a little bit unmoored and the Chicago markets have become unmoored based on some refinery murmurs there. I don't think that we're going to see prices, trade nationally at below $3. I think there's a possibility we're going to go higher in the fourth quarter. But if you look at history throughout this century, we've never seen September demand exceed August demand for gasoline, with the exception of the COVID year, where it was a meaningless 17,000 barrels a day.